Hey, dude, have you seen my... Oh.
Sam has some trouble with his posture and has to focus on his spine.
Chris White, alliteration aside, we are here to talk about Manual Samuel, a game you have reviewed in the list of games you review, which is a lot. Tell us all about it, mate.
Okay, so I'll try.
Okay, it's a weird game.
It's quite a weird one, isn't it? So you are a chap called Samuel, and you are quite a rich boy. Your daddy...
He's a prick,
is giving,
you can say it.
He's giving you a lot of money. Yeah, he is a prick. And he's a bit of a dick with the women. Yep. He's just a general arse. So
he is. He seems it.
He gets twatted by a horrible septic tank truck and dies. But Death has a word with him and says you can have your life back if you can be completely manual for 24 hours. And that is where we, the player, comes in.
Yeah.
We literally have to control every single thing that this chap does, from walking correctly to blinking, to breathing, to having a piss, to having a shower, to talking to people, just everything. And it's filled with great ideas.
Yes.
But for me, the control is such a pain. It kind of dampens the whole thing.
See, that's what I was going to ask you, right? Obviously, I've only played a little bit of it. It's me playing in the game video that you're seeing. Does it ever stop being frustrating to actually control? Because I will agree with you that there's some really funny, clever ideas here down the school of Octodad. You know, the idea of actually controlling a character limb by limb is interesting. And I think the art style appeals to me. And I think some of the character of the game, I actually found Death really, really annoying. And I can't, I'm all over the place here, but I can't fully understand why he keeps saying feces instead of shit.
Jesus.
And I don't know if that's just me. Like, it's such a jarring thing when he's like, "Oh man, that's bull feces." It's like, we know what you're saying. It's like bleeping a song on the radio. If someone goes, "Hey mother," beep, you know exactly what it is. That aside, does the actual controlling of it, initially when I first started, I was like, this is quite cool and interesting. But it quickly becomes like, I can't get the hang of the breathing, man. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how long I breathe in and out, or how little I breathe in and out, I seem to be getting it wrong.
I mean, you can't get from level to level without making one or two mistakes the further you go on. You do start off by making a load, but it's just for everything to work perfectly and to work in perfect unison, you need to be pressing those buttons correctly at exactly the right time, or else you'll either A, fall on your balls, B, drop down dead with breathing. You're not breathing properly. You know, there's so many different things that you can do to...
So should we actually give a specific example here? Because like in the video you're seeing, right? So what I'm doing, I'm going to hold the controller, so I'm actually looking at it. To walk, it's left and right trigger. I'm playing on an Xbox One. You reviewed on PS4.
Yeah.
So left and right trigger is each of your legs. So it's like left, right. That makes sense to me. You have to tap A to blink. Okay, so you know and that's not too much of a concern. You will actually physically see yourself, the vision blurring. But you also have to breathe by holding down X and then pressing B to. So that's X to inhale, B to exhale. So it would be square and circle on a PlayStation. And it again seems like quite a cool idea. I found it very, very difficult. I don't consider myself dexterous. I think I've got quite good dexterity, but I found it very hard, Chris.
It is, and it doesn't really get any easier. It's more the, I suppose, the everyday tasks that become the better thing, like the more interesting part of it, like the mini games where. One of my favourite ones is when you're. It's not really a story spoiler. It's more you go to your place of work and you have to talk to the receptionist about getting a key card because you lose your key cards all the time to get into your office.
Okay.
So you have to ask for a key card. And there's this little gauge that appears with this marker that keeps going from left to right, and you have to stop it on exactly the right letter that you need to make the sentence. So you're doing it, and you're literally trying to click on a C, then an A, then an N, and if you make a mistake, you sound drunk, and it's quite amusing hearing yourself. If you so little things like that. There's all sorts throughout the game where, like there's a driving section which is actually quite good, but. Other than the mini games, the control, it just is frustrating. You can lose your trail of thought. think you're on the left trigger to put the next step forward, and then you just fall down, and then you realise you're on the floor. Then you get up again,
which is quite funny in itself when you're on the floor, like you look like kind of like a seal, a human seal.
Yeah, but then you stop breathing, and then after you've just got up, and then you're down on the floor again, and it's a bit of a chore. It's a good idea. I can see what they're doing, and I appreciate them for trying to make your everyday.
It's definitely different.
Side scroller kind of game different, but it doesn't really get any better in the controlling sense. I mean, the humour in the like little nuances of where your character moves are great, and there are some great one-liners. But yeah, the death. I even mentioned it in the review about the holy feces, dude, all that shit.
It's so annoying.
Just shut up. I don't understand why you're doing it. It's not funny, and it's not a character thing. It's just annoying.
Well, what's super weird about it is I assumed it was for kids. Like they've done that so that kids can play it. But there's literally an achievement that has the word piss in it, which surprised me. The actual achievement has either the achievement or the description on Xbox actually has the word piss in it. So it's like, no, that doesn't work. Anyway, look, that's Manuel Samuel. We want to, we like to bring you things that maybe you don't expect at other sites. We have always prided ourselves. Prided ourselves? Is that a word? It is a word. Yeah, I'm very tired, Chris. If anyone's a regular watcher of YouTube and GodisaGeek, stuff generally, you'll see I've done a lot of VR, and I'm not sure what's real or not anymore. This may not be a real thing that's happening, but I am certain if you go to GodisaGeek.com, you'll see a scored written review from Chris. And as I say, we're proud that we champion smaller games as well as the big stuff. Chris, thank you for your time.
No worries, thank you.
And we'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.